That's a better box. Hello, everybody. I'm going to go live. We shall see how well it works out. We shall see. Things are looking good right now. I'll have to wait till somebody shows up where they can let me know. But we are leaving Flam, Norway. Flam, Norway. And this has been a spectacular port. They just turned the engines on, the thrusters on, and we are starting to move. We had a wonderful time here. I don't want to watch me, I want to see the chat. Hello there. No, there's another person. Okay, I think I've got set up. I have no idea how well this right here is working. Good afternoon, our shop from Augusta, Georgia. I'll try not to knock all this stuff over.
I'm going to pull it over.
Let me know how this is coming in, because I have no idea if this is coming through or not. It looks a little pixelated on my end. Sorry about that. I'm in a fjord, so the Wi-Fi is not great here. So as I was saying before, we are getting ready to leave port. We are in Flam, Norway, right in the middle of the fjord. Today we went on a excursion that was 7 hours long. Didn't seem like it though. We took the Flam Railway up to basically the top of the mountain, and we then had lunch, and then took a coach back down, and on the way back down stopped at a couple of beautiful waterfalls. I have really enjoyed this cruise. This ship is amazing. I'm on Anthem of the Seas. My first time on a quantum class ship. Love the ship, it's beautiful. It's got some quirks, but love the ship, it's beautiful. Our cabin is wonderful. I've slept so well because I've been completely exhausted at the end of the day. Last night we went to bed about 11:30 and had to be up at 6 for our tour today. Really enjoyed the tour, as I said before. It was pretty fantastic. How you doing, Dave? Hey, John Labus, how are you? John, we're having an amazing time. I can't say how much fun we're having. It is one of the most beautiful sights I've ever seen. It's just gorgeous. Again, if you just joined us, we're leaving Flam. The ship just started to move a little bit. We have to go really, really slow this area, so you won't see a whole lot change behind me really fast. Going through the fjord, we'll probably go about 8 knots, and then once we kind of get through that, we'll pick up speed. It's a little chilly right now, but we have had the most amazing weather. The temperature got up to about 70 with sunshine, very few clouds. Right now, there goes the horn. Yay! Ah, Who needs to work? Why would you want to work? Thanks for joining, John. I really appreciate it. And yeah, we're having an amazing time. It's beautiful. It really is amazing. If you get a chance, do it. I've really enjoyed it. So yeah, we're moving a little bit now, finally. This right here, basically the fjord comes in like that, and we're right there in the middle of it. And then we have to go all the way back out, and then back into another one. The train ride today up the mountain took about 2 hours total. There were a couple of stops. One was like a 10-minute, 15-minute stop at a big waterfall. I posted a lot of pictures on my Instagram, so if you want to see those, check it out at JourneyWithJosh 2020. That's my Instagram. That's where I've been posting all of my pictures. And I think that I've got some really good ones. Let's see. Yes, John, you need to do Norway, and have a good rest of the day at work, okay? The waterfalls they don't look as big in the pictures as they really are. The waterfalls were humongous. The second waterfall that we went to was probably about 400 feet, good 400 feet high, and like really wide. In the pictures, it doesn't look that big, but if you look in the bottom area, you'll see itty bitty tiny people there, little ants, and that shows you how big those waterfalls are. As I've said before, the weather's been really good. Normally they would have rain, it would be foggy. All of this right here would probably be covered in fog, and it would be raining, and it's just been spectacular. Tomorrow we go to Bergen, Norway, and the weather is supposed to be the same, high of about maybe 70 if we get lucky, maybe not. And tomorrow we're going to be going to Berkshire Glacier. We're going to a glacier. I think it's Berkshire. Berk something. So tomorrow we're going to a glacier. Really looking forward to that because I've never seen a glacier. Doug's seen a glacier, but I've seen a glacier. Don't think that we'll get that close to it, but at least we'll get to see it. And from photos, there's not really a whole lot left of it because it's starting to melt, and it's been melting a lot for the last few years. So that's what we've got planned for tomorrow afternoon. At least tomorrow we get to sleep in a little bit. Really looking forward to that because I'm tired. It's been really difficult going non-stop. Actually, it's been more than 2 days. We went non-stop since we got here, basically. Not just on the cruise, but even in Southampton, where we were staying. Oh, and also, if you're planning a cruise, I just posted a video review of our hotel room in Southampton. Check that out. It was a nice hotel. I enjoyed it. It may not be for everybody. Some people may have higher class taste than I do, but you know what? Right before a cruise, you don't need anything special, and I didn't need anything special, so that's why we chose it. So it was a nice hotel. So check out that video as well. Give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate that too. And for those who haven't yet, subscribe to my channel, and I will hopefully have more things coming out soon. I've been taking a lot of video. I even went and bought a new camera to take different types of video. I bought a 360 camera, so I'm looking forward to trying to get some good shots with that in my videos coming up. You guys will have to let me know if this is coming through okay. I'm going to take for granted that it is then. We are actually 6 hours ahead, so it was kind of difficult to plan this out. What time is it? 12?
Back home? It's 10 after 12.
Yeah, about noon back home in Miami time. So it's kind of difficult to plan that out. Also, it's been kind of difficult to plan where I can go because this ship's really full, and anywhere else that I've went to, there's just been a lot of people. So right now I'm on deck 5, right? Deck 5, um, and just out of the way for people, where I can go live like this.
Wedge between all the lifeboats.
Yeah, wedged between the lifeboats right now. I say I'm a lot. So as you can see, it's really, really beautiful back behind me. That's just gorgeous. Let me see if I can, I'm gonna move the camera just a little bit and let you see. I'm not good at this. Yes, these are the fjords that were created millions of years ago from glaciers.
It wasn't millions.
Sure it was. Thousands of years ago? Tens of thousands, same thing. Millions, tens of thousands. Let's see, I need to turn this. Okay. Yeah, no, won't be climbing any mountains. There were some people that did climb one of these mountains, and then yesterday they climbed up to Pulpit Rock. If you go online and do a search for Pulpit Rock, you can find out a little bit about that. But it was probably 600 feet up.
Yeah, 2 hour climb.
It was like a 2 hour climb for those people, and it was not an easy climb. So we just chose to take a tour on a boat to ride out to see it. Got to see waterfalls, got to see goats, mountain goats. So it was a lot of fun. Saw fish farms where they have, was it salmon? Salmon farms. I thought that was kind of interesting. Salmon, cod, mackerel. I think that was it. So that was neat to see. The tour yesterday was about 2.5 hours. It was basically just like a catamaran shuttle boat that took you out into the fjord, and you just got to take pictures and stuff like that. Yeah, it was a great ride, except for all the kids. There was a lot of kids on that thing. There's a lot of kids on this ship, actually. So that's another reason why I'm down on deck 5 here, trying to get away from people, because there's just been kids everywhere. But yeah, it's beautiful. You can see the scenery behind me changing. The ship is actually turning around so that we can get the nose going back the other direction. I don't know why people always say, a lot of cruise YouTubers always say, oh, I don't ever take the excursions. I don't ever take the excursions. They're expensive. Yeah, they're expensive, but you get to do a whole lot of stuff. You get to see a lot of stuff. The one that we took today it was expensive, but we were gone for 7 hours. It's a full day. We got a full lunch, a buffet lunch with that. It was a wonderful tour, so I think it was worth it. This is kind of a once-in-a-lifetime thing for me. There's other places that I want to go to after this, but yes, people like this video. But this tour today was really nice. We were on the train for about 2 hours, as I said before. If you're doing the Flam Railway, I recommend sitting on the right-hand side going up and the right-hand side coming down if you're taking it back down. If you are sailing on this ship, I recommend getting a room on the 7th, 8th, or 9th deck. I don't think it would matter really either side, but the deck that we're on is deck 13, and it does have an overhang to it, so it does limit a little bit of what you can see. Not a big deal for us. Still nice to have a balcony. You can still see stuff. But I think if you're planning a cruise to Norway for the Fjords, and you're on this ship here, Anthem of the Seas, the better decks is probably going to be 7, 8, 9. That way you have the ability to look up on that. And you can, I think you can see a little bit more on that. Yesterday we were supposed to see the gift, and they had some technical difficulties, so they rescheduled our show for the last day, so I'm looking forward to that. Last night we went and saw the oh shoot, what's it called? Something Cabaret. Spectra's Cabaret, and it was a really, really nice show. You have to have reservations for this because there's limited space inside of that theater, and the true cabaret type show. I enjoyed it. They usually have two, maybe 3. They might have a matinee show sometimes for that. But it was a really wonderful show. Just the scenery here has just been stunning. Really have enjoyed it. We're almost turned around. You're going to start seeing more stuff going that way. Yeah, it's going to be this way. Let me see if I can point this up a little bit where you can see. That's the top of the fjord. Of course, there's a lifeboat there. But we're basically in a valley with water. There we go. We're going to start moving a little bit. I do have me a glass of wine. Celebrate this. A nice rosé from Southampton. After the ship has the flow rider and also a lot of music and also a lot of people. So I looked to go to the after the ship, and it's just too loud, too many people. Nice view, but it just couldn't work for a live stream. Just too many people, too many kids, and I don't want kids in the videos. But yeah, I would love that. Now, honestly, the 5th deck here is the only place that I've found to like not have tons and tons of people in this, or my balcony, which there's limited space, limited view on my balcony, and this right here has a better view. It's out. I was afraid that I wasn't going to be able to do a live lights. That's one reason why it is pixelated, and I think one reason why it just hung up a little bit. Yeah, hung up a little bit there. But what I was saying before is that the internet is kind of iffy, so I'm not sure how long I'll be able to do this.
And they actually tell you in advance that.
And they also warn everybody, if you've got an internet package, that you may not have great internet because of the fjords. But you can see it's just gorgeous there behind me. That's not snow on the mountain, by the way. That's just yeah, I think that the looks like the internet is gonna start going in and out. If you've never taken a Norwegian, pop them down in the comments below. I'll try to answer as many of them as I can. This, as I said before, was a cruise of a lifetime for me. We've been planning on going to the British Isles, and that didn't work out, so that's still on the list. This right here was a replacement for that because our British Isles cruise got canceled for COVID. And so that's why we are on this cruise here. Oh, good. I'm glad it's still working pretty good. So this right here is, it's just a one-in-a-lifetime type thing to do. And yeah, I'm gonna get out of the way. That's just so wonderful. I'm fine.
I want to see.
The water here is probably about 80 meters deep. It's actually deeper here than it was when we were out in the ocean before we got into the fjord. But no, it's clear, but it is a dark emerald green. And while we were swam in this ice cold water. I can't imagine that. I can imagine how cold the water is anyway. Formed these mountains, this valley, just carved right through it. There it goes. It's, you would, yeah, you can have that. That water's probably in the 40s right now. Oh, we're moving. Good now. But you can see all the striations in the map. Y'all have no control over the Wi-Fi. I'm trying. Just gonna move this over a little bit to show. So yeah, right over there is where we were parked. Right over there is where Flam is. Just a little small village there. Unfortunately, you can't see it, but off in the distance on the side of that mountain is a gorgeous waterfall that's probably 300 feet. That's okay. I do have videos of basically everything else. I'm the videographer and everything. He doesn't do camera stuff. Very pleasant people to be around. As I said before, it's a really full ship, so it's wonderful to be on a full ship with pleasant people. This cruise is so different from Freedom of the Seas on a weekend cruise. I can't explain to you how much. Uh-oh, we got an announcement.
Hello everybody, good evening and welcome back on board. This is your JourneyWithJosh speaking. Well, what a fantastic day, some amazing weather. I saw a lot of people out and about on bikes, hiking, moseying around and generally having an absolute ball today. So welcome back on board from Rob and of course we go off to Oldham tomorrow morning around about 8 o'clock, full day, all aboard 5:30 tomorrow afternoon. Now we've got super nice on the way this evening. Here's the plan for tonight on board. Those of you with a reservation for the Spectra's Cabaret Show, doors open now for the 7 o'clock performance. This will take place in the 270 venue at the back end of deck number 5. 7 and 9 shows at the arc end of deck 5 with our wonderful cast, and all the technology and robotics that go with that very
Do you have planned for tonight? Anything?
8 o'clock and 10 o'clock, a great pleasure to welcome back the Eye Magician, Jamie Allen. Jamie's show is incredible.
I think that's
It's a very creative, very clever show. Jamie will be live in the Royal Theatre at 8 and again at 10. So choose a show that works in tune with your evening, and doors opening as near to 45 minutes before each performance as we possibly can. After that, we then invite you back to the 270 venue, late night comedy courtesy of Steve Womack. Steve is live tonight. This is the late night comedy show. He has his cruise. It's on tonight only, and it's an over 18s show, of course. Adult material in the show, 11 o'clock. Doors opening as near to 10:15 as we possibly can, again at the back end of deck 5. So late comedy in the 270 venue. The Dukes are back in the musical tonight from 7:45. The early evening progressive quiz at 7, and then the Battle of the Sextons game show with our team Rocker Room in there as well this evening. And the Tropical Band, looking at the wrong column, Tropical Band are performing in Boleros this evening from 7:15, and our conductor will rock you forwards, live with the Schooner Bar tonight on the Grand Piano, Philippine Pub, and all the other details in the cruise compass and the Royal Caribbean, and also. A few questions about the football this evening. That's the Premiership football. We always plan to show this if it's on Sport 24. It will depend on the.
You can see a waterfall.
We are in quite an enclosed region here.
Right there.
In Flam Fjord. So once we have that signal, we will place it onto the harbour course up in the other deck as well. Have a super night. Thank you for your attention. See you for all the shows. Good evening.
I'm going to end this in just a few minutes. I want to pass by the second waterfall. I want to point it out at least. That right there's what I was looking. So, right here is one waterfall. Shit. There. That's one. No, I can't imagine living here at all. It's cold. There's nothing around here. Come on, Wi-Fi. That wind? Yes, it's very cold. There is a waterfall right over here that hopefully you'll be able to see it. We're going to be going in the sun in about 30 minutes. Yeah, this scene right here is just really amazing. I wish it wasn't so pixelated so you could see. So right there's the waterfall. I don't know if it's going to come in on your end over there, but it is really pretty. Your fingers are purple. Okay, guys, we have to go eat dinner, and also it's really cold out here. I'm freezing to death. Thank you guys for, and maybe I'll be able to do this again another time. Don't know. We'll see if the internet holds out. But if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. And as always, thank you for tripping with me. Shit, damn.